In the beginning was the Tao. All things issue from it. All things return to it. This is the profound wisdom that guides us from the pages of the Tao Te Ching. An ancient text, yet timeless. The Tao Te Ching is a compass in the sea of life's complexities. It's not a religious doctrine nor a philosophical treatise. It's a guidebook for those who seek to navigate life's currents with grace and tranquility. This wisdom, penned by Lao Tzu over 2,000 years ago, continues to resonate in our hearts, as fresh and relevant as ever. It offers us a different lens to view our world, a lens that brings clarity amidst confusion and peace amidst chaos. Today we delve deeper into a few selected verses to understand how to live in harmony with the flow of life. Are you ready for this journey? Let's embark on this voyage together and let the wisdom of the Tao guide us. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. This line of wisdom from the Tao Te Ching invites us on a journey into the profound mystery of existence. What is the Tao? It's the ultimate ineffable. It's the grand enigma that dances at the edges of our comprehension, yet remains just beyond our grasp. It's the fabric of reality, the underpinning of all things, and yet it defies all attempts at definition or description. When we consider the Tao, we are reminded of the limitations of language. We cannot capture the essence of the universe in words or concepts. We can only experience it, feel it, live it. Some might find this frustrating, but there is a deep wisdom in embracing this mystery. Why? Because in accepting that we cannot fully comprehend the Tao, we let go of our need for absolute control and understanding. We allow ourselves to flow with the natural currents of life, rather than resisting them. We surrender to the rhythm of existence, the ebb and flow of the cosmic tide. Think of a river. Its waters are in constant motion, flowing from the mountains to the sea. We cannot control the river's course, nor can we predict every twist and turn it will take. Yet, we can choose to swim with the current, to embrace the river's journey as our own. This is the way of the Tao. In acknowledging the mystery of the Tao, we are not relinquishing our curiosity or our desire for knowledge. Rather, we are expanding our awareness to encompass the vast unknown. We are acknowledging the existence of realms beyond our understanding, and in doing so, we become more open, more receptive, more alive. In embracing the unknowable, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities of life. This is the essence of the Tao's first verse. It's an invitation to let go of our preconceptions, to surrender our need for control, and to embrace the beautiful, bewildering, and boundless mystery that is life. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. This statement from the Tao Te Ching is a profound lesson in duality, a central concept in Taoist philosophy. Duality is the idea that opposing forces are not just interconnected but also interdependent. They define each other like the two sides of a coin. Without one, the other cannot exist. Think about it. How would we understand what beauty is if there was no ugliness to contrast it with? Or how would we appreciate joy if we had never experienced sorrow? The two sides are inseparable, and one cannot exist without the other. This understanding of duality is not just philosophical. It's incredibly practical and can be applied to every aspect of our lives. It reminds us that life is a series of ebbs and flows, highs and lows, joys and sorrows. And that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's necessary. It's how we grow, learn and evolve. But here's the real beauty of this concept. It's not just about accepting these opposing forces. It's about finding balance between them. This is where the wisdom of the Tao really shines. It doesn't tell us to seek only the positive and avoid the negative. Instead, it encourages us to embrace both, to find a middle ground, a balance. Imagine a tightrope walker. They don't lean too far to one side or the other. They maintain a careful balance, a harmony between the opposing forces of gravity and resistance. This is what the Tao encourages us to do in our own lives. Not to lean too far towards joy that we become heedless, or towards sorrow that we become despondent, but to find that middle ground, that perfect balance. Because in understanding opposites, we find balance. We find harmony. Not just within ourselves, but also with the world around us. And in that harmony, we find peace. We find contentment. We find wisdom. In understanding opposites, we find balance and harmony within ourselves and the world around us. We mold clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that makes the vessel useful. This is the wisdom of the 11th verse of the Tao Te Ching, a verse that invites us to appreciate the intangible, the unseen, the spaces between. When we look at a clay pot, our eyes are drawn to its shape, its color, its texture, yet the true value of the pot lies not in the clay itself, but in the space it encloses. It is the emptiness that allows the pot to hold water, to store grain, to contain whatever we need it to. The clay provides the form, but the emptiness provides the function. In the same way, our lives are filled with intangibles that give meaning and purpose to our existence. Love, kindness, compassion, peace. These are not things we can touch or see, yet they are the cornerstones of a fulfilled life. They are the empty spaces that give our lives value. Consider the silence between notes in a piece of music. Without these pauses, all we would have is noise. It's the silence that gives rhythm, that shapes the melody, that enhances the beauty of the sounds. Similarly, it is often the moments of quiet reflection, the pauses in our busy lives that bring clarity and insight. Or think about friendship. What makes a friend so dear is not the time we spend together, but the understanding and acceptance that exists in the spaces between. The shared laughter, the unspoken support, the comfortable silence. These intangible moments create the bond of friendship. This verse from the Tao Te Ching encourages us to recognize and appreciate these unseen aspects of our lives, to understand that what we can't see or touch is often what brings us the most joy, the most satisfaction, the most peace. In appreciating the intangible, we learn to value the unseen aspects of our lives. So let us remember to cherish these moments, these spaces, these intangibles, for they are the emptiness that makes our lives truly useful, truly fulfilling, truly beautiful. Give up learning and put an end to your troubles. These words, while initially startling, invite us to look past the societal norms that often lead us to chase after complex solutions. The Tao Te Ching encourages us to let go of these expectations, to seek not the convoluted but the simple, not the artificial but the authentic. In a world that often sells complexity as sophistication, it's easy to lose oneself in the labyrinth of more. More possessions, more achievements, more knowledge. But the Tao reminds us that true contentment often lies in less, not more. Simplicity and authenticity, like a clear stream, flow effortlessly, unburdened by the debris of excess. Imagine a life uncluttered by the noise of societal expectations, where we can appreciate the beauty in simplicity, the truth in authenticity. This is not a call to abandon growth, but rather an invitation to grow in a direction that aligns with our true selves. In seeking simplicity and authenticity, we find peace and contentment. The wisdom of the Tao is timeless, its teachings relevant even in our modern lives. Just as the river flows, so does life, filled with its twists and turns, its ebbs and flows. Embrace this uncertainty. Be open to the mysteries life presents. Rather than resisting, let's learn to move with the currents, adapting and growing with each new experience. Consider the concept of duality, the yin and yang of life. It's about finding balance, understanding that joy and sorrow, success and failure, they all define each other. Accepting this interplay of opposites allows us to cultivate inner peace and resilience. Next, let's appreciate the unseen, the intangible. Just as the empty space in a vessel makes it useful, so does the unseen in our lives hold value. The moments of silence, the spaces between actions, they all contribute to the harmony of our existence. So take a moment to pause, to breathe, to appreciate the unseen in your life. Lastly, the Tao teaches us to value simplicity and authenticity. In a world that often glorifies complexity and pretense, let's strive to be genuine, to simplify our lives. This doesn't mean shunning progress. Rather, it's about decluttering, focusing on what truly matters. In applying these teachings, we navigate life's flow with ease and serenity. The Tao gently guides us towards a life of harmony and peace. From embracing life's mysteries to understanding the balance of opposites, appreciating the unseen, and seeking authenticity in a sea of complexity, the Tao Te Ching provides timeless wisdom. Its verses whisper profound teachings that echo in our world today. As we navigate through life's ebb and flow, let's reflect on these pearls of wisdom. Reflect on these verses, embrace their wisdom, and discover your own path in the flow of life.